Alright guys, it's William Jumping. Welcome to my channel. So as you guys can see, it's nearly bedtime, and sorry about the pajama because I got a really sore throat. I don't know, maybe it's COVID or something. I haven't got tested, but I'm under the weather a few days, and but really want to push forward and update videos for you guys. So yeah, let's continue our project thumbnail. So sorry about the voice, and occasionally I may need to drink some water. Right, so previously we got something like this. So select image, and we bring up the system image. And so for example, let's go the waterfall this time, and it will show this image, and then we can type things. So for example, this channel is like William Jam's channel, something like that, and you can actually do that. But there's still something lacking because there's no button. I want to like a click a button and save that to the photo library. Okay, and as promised, I'm going to incorporate the AI of how, like real life, how I use AI into my developing process, so you guys can do the same. Of course, if you want to do this like the old school way, it's totally okay. My recommendation is that you have to at least got some like a basic idea of how to develop in order to use AI, because it might using AI may like skip you a lot of basic and fundamental detail, and you may get lost in debugging, because at least you know what you're talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about, if you don't know what AI is like writing, it becomes really hard and to debug. You might as well start from scratch. So the AI I'm using is Cursor, okay, and right now it's got the same file opened, and yeah, let's continue. So what I'm going to do is to add some functionality here. Please enter overlay text, unchange, all that. Unchange, we already updated that. So what I'm going to do is I want to change the text field, maybe add something of it just below text field, so it's just below this unchange. Okay, I want to add a save button, or maybe select image and save, maybe just below the select image button. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is to select everything, Command and L to open a chat window. And normally I'll just really open this, like make it bigger of the chat window, and say I want to make a button below the open what's the name again? So select image. So can I just copy that? Select image, photo picker below the photo picker. The text of that button will be like save to save the photo or save the thumbnail. Okay, because it's basically a thumbnail app. Okay, save the thumbnail, and when you click the button, the image as well as the text combined will be made a new image and saved to your iPhone. Okay, so command and enter, and let's see the result. Okay, here comes to the tricky part, because AI sometimes will give you outdated API, and the reason that I want to still think that my making this video is necessary is because sometimes for a scenario like this, you have to be experienced and you have to know what you're doing. And since I already know this kind of a way of achieving things that I've done it before, I know this is API from UI Kit. So I prefer to use Swift UI, because that's Apple's have been proposed for a pretty long time, and it's definitely the future. I tend to future proof my tutorial as well as my project. So if you don't believe me, you can ask AI. Okay, I believe you can ask, is this combined image using the API from UI kit? Okay, you can ask him for that. Yes, implement UI kit's graphic for image composition, specifically using the UI graphic image renderer. Of course, you can accept that. So if you accept that, there will be a combination, especially you got some like a new AI, new API out there, and there will be not enough training data for AI, just some documentations, and that error rate, especially the syntax, will be pretty high. So you have to, do that learning process all together again. But the like the old way of doing things, we got pretty stable and best practice codes out there, so AI can quickly learn it and share that with you. So it's just a balancing. But right now, this generation, I'm not satisfied with it. So I want to scrap everything. So pretty simple one. I just get close with everything. Okay, I want to do that again, but this time I want to add some specification. Okay, if you forgot to like specific ask AI to use a specific technology after that period, you will get error like this. It's not technically error. They will maybe give you a more like correct code. And yeah, so let's just do this prompt. So I want to make a button below this button below the text. Select image photo figure. The text will be saved to thumbnail, and when you click this button, the image will, as well as text combined, will be made a new image and saved to your iPhone. I want to switch UI way of achieving. I don't use API in UI kit. Okay, so Swift UI already got the photo UI API for achieving that. So command and enter. Let's wait for the result. It will scan all the code, and yeah, make a in using Swift UI. That's me specifically ask for that. So yeah, this generation is more like it. So basically, it's using Swift UI API, Photos UI, and get this just save variable, existing photo picker, image with text overlay, and save button. That's what do we add? Okay, we can add a save the thumbnail. Here is the main actor, right? Adding to this prior function save with overlay. Okay, so basically you got this image, you create that render based on the Z stack, right? Got image, and we got this text like Z stack float above, and yeah, render that image, the color, and save that to the using the photo UI photo library, and then cache the error. That's pretty good. So you can accept this by, it's not accept, it's actually apply this by click apply. Okay, so if you click apply, you can see the change, and then you can do the final review. It's not like a final review, but it's like a rough review, like you are a team leader for code review. It's a technique that you have to master in order to go higher in the tech hierarchy. But right now, since I already watched that at the right side, I review that, so I just command and enter and command S to save it. And then, because this is not a compiler, you have to go back here to look at the Xcode compiler, because that's the final say. Alright, so right now, strangely do not have this button. So okay, so let's see. Okay, let's just try that with a simulator. So I want to test, because yeah, I also need to change the plist in order for it to actually access it. So yeah, doesn't really matter. I will just run that, and you guys can see it will give me error, and I will solve that error. Okay, I believe yeah, it's initializing, as you guys can see, attaching to Thumbnail Maker on iPhone running, and you won't be able to see that all the functionality because you have to change the playlist, and we haven't been doing that. I believe the AI also hint us of doing that. To use this code, you need to make sure your app has permission to save photo library. Add this key to your info.plist, and this kind of a requirement is crucial if you want to upload that and actually list that in Apple's store, because depending on the permission that you give to your app, you have a completely different process of reviewing, because they will ask you, why do you need this permission? If you are like not using this, you should close this permission, something like that. And that's the reason why I recommend at least 1 week before you actually submit for review, because you're going to spend a lot of time reviewing all this permission and all this listing stuff. I will make a specific playlist for Apple listing, because that's completely different battlefield that you need to fight and win in order to actually publish that to the App Store. Alright, in order to add that permission, pretty easy. You just click here, okay, and you click here. You got this general signing, all that, and you click this info here, and this is all this requirements that you need to add. And I believe we got this. Okay, so we need to go to the plist, which should be here, info, and custom iOS target properties, and you can just select everything, anything, doesn't really matter. Click this, and you have to select, or you can filter things. I believe you can have a privacy of a camera library. Can I just search for photo library? So mainly it's add photo as well as use photo. So can I just say photo? Okay, I can't search for it, so yeah, let's just delete and do that again. Okay, why can't I just delete it? Okay, should be able to delete it. Okay, app category, let's delete this as well. And we can add so yeah, so search for privacy, privacy, Bluetooth calendar, downloads, full file, all that, house, local, media library usage description. Okay, maybe this is the way to go. Photo library, sorry, not media library. Media library is more about the media. Okay, so it's like a video sort of thing. Photo library, edition usage description, and the usage description. Okay, I think usage description will mainly be about select image, and addition will be after we combine the text as well as thumbnail together, we need to combine that and save that. So we need both of the description. Okay, so let's add that again. So this time we can do it faster. Photo. Yeah, where's the photo? Okay, we already got addition, so we can get the usage description. Okay, and of course we can add some value here. So basically you can say this addition, okay, this app needs access to save your thumbnail to your photo library. Alright, and also we gotta use it, right? This app this to select image for your photo. Right, so this will like ask for permission, right? And after you got that and using this code, because we already applied this code, let's test this again by actually run this. Because we want to refresh the access permission. Okay, we're going to build this Pro Max. Nothing wrong with that. Select an image. Alright, let's select it. Got it here. Right, then we got save the thumbnail, but we haven't actually added text here. So I'm going to overlay text, say life is brilliant, amazing, William JM. Okay, so then save to save the thumbnail. Okay, I'd like to add to this time need access to save your thumbnails to your photo library, because we add that string as sort of description when they ask for the permission. We're going to allow this. Okay, so we'll like pause it here. Thumbnail saved successfully. That's good. Okay, so we can test this by go to find this in your phone. So finger crossed. Let's open the photo and let's see. Okay, so notification, all that. Let's accept that. Yeah, pretty strange. It got me a pretty dark. Okay, so definitely got something wrong here. So let's say do that again. Save successfully. Okay, so definitely got something wrong with the code here, because definitely shouldn't be this black. So we have to do the debug. Okay, so that's the fun part about using AI. It would not guarantee give you the best results. Okay, so we have to debug. So that's currently the app developer, especially indie developer like us, the value, because we can find the bug. Okay. All right. After manual debug, I think I got it. So basically, let me quickly go through the code. So first, set up the project. Got all the state variable. The select image, placeholder. Selection, we need to like using the photos picker. Okay, so image selection, because we're going to not only select the image but also preview the image. Okay, we got overview text, so it's like Z indices, like Z stack. Okay, Z stack. Yeah, we're going to add a text above it. We want to show save alert. So once successfully successfully saved to the photo library, got a pump up. Yeah, save error. Yeah, also need a string to that. Its focus. This is more about the keyboard thing. So let me show you guys this. Okay, so basically the result will be like this. We got let's just select an image. Okay, this is after, as you guys can see, a lot of try and error. So the waterfall, and I'm going to say waterfall is amazing, right, by William Jim, something like that. And yeah, so as you can see, it's flowed above and saved the thumbnail, save status, thumbnail saved successfully. And you can check it out by go to your photo, and waterfall is amazing, William Jim. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty high resolution because I use like 1024. Okay, so of course you can change it, and we're going to change the ratio later on. Right now I think it's also pretty good, pretty decent result. And of course I believe you can use like option to simulate the like the zoom functionality. Okay, option, we got like a 2 dot here. You can zoom in, simulate this rotation results. We will talk about how to do that. It will be fun. So I will make some, maybe some shape that can play around. That's really fun. But that's completely another story. I think that's pretty decent for the thumbnail. Yeah, as long as aspect ratio is good. Okay, so basically I rearrange to the order of select and this preview and then save and input. Of course you can rearrange that. I just want to know that this is the order that I choose. Of course, I think on the higher side, I think maybe like some fixed, like a container, like fixed, select and choose save, an option, maybe donate or subscription, something like that. If you are aiming for like a premium product, right now it's like a proof of concept. Yeah. If you select, there will be if select image. Okay, we got a this stack, and we got an image, and flow through that we got a text. Okay, and we also consider multi line text, and yeah, using ID to better track. There's a little trick here, and of course we got a button. Save image with overlay. Okay, here comes to the meaty parts that you need to pay special attention. Text editor is just some, yeah, really simple thing. Just boilerplate code. You don't need to worry about that. Okay, here is the gesture. Okay, so I want to, focus on here. Okay, when you got a gesture. Of course, sometimes the simulator does not give you the focused effect. You can do that with the I/O on keyboard and toggle keyboard. Of course, you can just use Command and K, so we can sort of toggle the keyboard here. Okay, come on, let's toggle it. Yeah. So basically, this is like a focus mode. If you click anywhere else, it will just get rid of focus mode. You really need, as you can see, we got tab is focus, false, and then true. Yeah, unchanged, we already covered that in previous video. So main part is main actor here. So save image with overlay. Okay, and you may wondering why we have to add this like a decorator of add main actor. That's kind of an indicator. Yeah, it's a long story. Okay, whatever. I will explain that to you. Okay, so but that will make this video a little bit longer. So just bear with me. So basically, the main actor means that this is always on main thread. Okay, and why we need to like got this image processing on main thread? That's because we are previewing that. Okay, so basically, you got this image as well as the floating text actually showing on the phone, and that means that is a UI component. And in Swift UI developments, if the thing is in UI components, is UI state, you have to on the main thread. So the add main actor will ensure that this is the main thread, and yeah, basically you render in the main thread. And of course, they will resolve some of the later issues. So for example, it's like really complex thing. You have to wait really long. But I don't think, because we sort of chopped it down to 1024, so it doesn't like really matter that much. Okay, so yeah, so that's the reason why I use main actor. We got selected image. Okay, whether you select it or not, so it's a safe way to get a selected image, and we're going to get the original aspect ratio from that image by get this image size and width and divide it by its side height. So we got aspect ratio, and remember we divide the height, so we divided this, so we can flip that, so there will be the height of a rendered height. Okay, and this rendered height will no longer be the like original images pixel width or height, but rather using 1024. Okay, so it's just some kind of a scale, and then we just render that Z stack. Okay, just to redo this Z stack overall, right? And we can scale that, configure color mode, non-linear, just configure it, generate final image. Okay, and once you got that, you can save. You can't go there again error. Okay, that's pretty much it. So this will result in a 1024 image maker. Okay, and yeah, I think it's already pretty decent. You just need to tweak a little bit. So for example, you say you change the aspect ratio or something like that. You can give it like a blank canvas. Okay, so for example, you got like a white canvas or something like that, and that will fix to a specific ratio and refactor the image that you select to that ratio. The rest will be black or white, something like that, like a generic color, and then add some text. That will be a minimum viable product for the thumbnail maker app. Okay, but there was so much more. So I learned that 90% of work is probably just can be done using like 20% of your time. So yeah, here we already spent 20% of time. There we already finished 80%. But the rest of 20% will require you to spend your 80% of time, because we're going to refine this a lot. And yeah, so of course, if you just beginner, you can just stop here. You don't need to dive deeper. But if you want to like get a viable product that you can show to your investor, or you just in developer just want to get listed, ship it, and see the results, you have to watch my later video. Okay, so it's just a series of video of how I use AI, like in collaboration, and how to debug and all that, just to make a completely product and without script. So I will encounter a lot of issues, bugs, but I intentionally do so. So it's a kind of different from my original tutorial series, because I want to make mistakes. I want things to go wrong, and I then fix it. Just like I play around with my side project, something like that. I want show you the thought process while working as a developer. So yeah. So yeah, as promised, this is a pretty long video. It's nearly 30 minutes. Thanks for guys for watching, and if you want to support me directly, don't forget to give me a thumb up. Okay, come on, give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support me directly, I got a Patreon that's just $3. I believe I will like increase the charge, because I got so much things already added to it. So yeah, it's the best time to join it right now. So yeah, thanks, bye.